Going on, Jerome's? So we had noted that it had been weird that the Vikings hadn't done any shifting along the coaching staff this offseason, but got a first movement as the Vikings announced that they've hired Marcus Dixon as the team's new defensive line coach and added outside linebacker coach to Mike Pettine's title. Now, Pettine has been assistant to the regional head coach for the Vikings the last 2 years. He takes over for Mike Smith, who reportedly will not be back with the team, and Dixon taking over on D-line. So it was weird. Like mid-season, Chris Rumpf just takes a leave of absence and then takes the Clemson job in season. It's very like two Vikings defensive assistants took leaves of absences, just bounced from the team, and like no one talked about it. It's weird, man. So again, it's amazing what Flores did with basically it was like Flores and Durante against the world. It was great, man. But Marcus Dixon is currently in as a Vikings defensive line coach. He was originally UDFA out of Hampton, spent a couple of years with the Cowboys, and then eventually got on with the Jets. And had a cup of coffee career, had 22 games, 21 tackles, a handful of sacks. Now, what's interesting is that his time with the Jets crossed over with Mike Pettine, which is documented in, yes, once again, plugging our favorite book of all time for football, Collision Low Crossers by Nicky Daradoff. Now, the book covers the 2010 Jets, and there's some hilarious cameos in there, like Sendejo was signed for the Jets for a hot second. Brandon Fusco in the draft process when he was getting interviewed is like, I'm paraphrasing here, but basically like, women don't really like fat guys. It's funny, man. Also, you know who else was in that book? Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell, the backup quarterback. Man, it was an interesting juxtaposition because Kevin O'Connell was portrayed as this very studious, very serious guy who's trying to squeeze out every bit of potential from his career and probably a future head coach. And then Mark Sanchez was just like, whatever. It's kind of funny, man. But Dixon has been coaching in the NFL for a fistful of seasons as well. He was the Rams' assistant to the regional defensive line coach in 2021 when they won the Super Bowl. Of course, that's a crossover with Kevin O'Connell as well. Last 2 years, he's been with the Denver Broncos as the D-line coach. Now comes over for the Minnesota Vikings and hopefully can get a little something out of Jaquelin Roy. One time, man. Go ahead. And with Pettine, so Pettine and Kevin O'Connell go way back like chiropractic. In fact, on his first staff with the Browns, Kevin O'Connell got his first NFL job with Mike Pettine, working with Johnny Manziel. It's good times, man. And Pettine also was a main character in the book Collision Low Crossers. Same thing with Mike Smith, Smitty, who was the former Vikings outside linebackers coach. And I've always liked Pettine. I've always respected him. Frankly, mid-season, if they just wanted to fire Donachelle in 2022, would have been down to clown with that. And Pettine does have experience coaching outside linebackers specifically before. Was with the Ravens for about 6 seasons, 4 of which were outside linebacker coach, working with like T. Sizzle and Adelius Thomas, and also when he got to the Jets, working with Calvin Pace, etc. So getting a little something out of Patrick Jones II in a contract year, or Andre Carter II in year 2. Hopefully to Neal. We'll see. Or I don't know. Maybe rookie edge rusher TBD. Maybe some Dallas Turner. Why the hell not there? But your thoughts are thoughts. The Vikings shake up the coaching staff a little bit, hiring Marcus Dixon as D-line coach and adding the role of outside linebackers coach to Mike Pettine. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.